to endeavor to universalize American ideals throughout the world have proven to be failures. The Iranian nation takes pride in having instrumentally unmasked the true nature of the rulers in both the East and West through its Islamic Revolution.
The leader of the world's #1 sponsor of terror, using his time at the UN stage to condemn the United States. And that wasn't all. The Israeli ambassador walked out of the Iranian president's speech and then was detained.
Yeah, we don't know exactly why, but it was weird after he did that. Meanwhile, President Biden also addressing world leaders, highlighting what else? Climate change.
We also stand ready to work together with China on issues where progress hinges on our common efforts. Nowhere is that more critical than accelerating the climate crisis. These snapshots tell an urgent story of what awaits us if we fail to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and begin to climate-proof the world.
Right. That was his focus. Joining us now, GOP presidential candidate and former UN ambassador. No one has to tell her what that marble, that green marble looks like behind her. She lived it. Ambassador Nikki Haley. Ambassador, the president's remarks heavy on climate change, nothing about Taiwan, and talked about the China not being an enemy. We just want to de-risk, not decouple. Where do you break from the president?
Well, it's embarrassing. I mean, I'm looking at the fact that here you've had a spy balloon go over our country. You've killed thousands of Americans with fentanyl. You steal intellectual property. And you're putting a spy center up in Cuba. And you're going to go say they're a competitor? China sees us as an enemy. They've been preparing for war with us for years. And that's what you're going to do? You're going to talk about climate change and the fact that they're a competitor? The Chinese had to be celebrating. I mean, and they're laughing at us.
They didn't show up.
And the rest of the world doesn't know what's going on with us.
How do you feel about the Iranian president saying that America gets up in front of the UN on our soil here in New York City and says that, accuses America of stoking Russia's war on Ukraine? And then you have Israel's ambassador who is holding up a sign, a picture of that young lady who died in Iran for not wearing the hijab correctly. Murdered, exactly, brutally murdered. And so then he walks outside into the hallway area and is detained.
I mean, Ainsley, it is taking everything I've got not to walk in those doors, because I would be rattling every cage. First of all, you know, he's getting up there, slapping Raisi's getting up there, slapping America around after he was given $6 billion.
Right.
And it was announced on 9/11, blocks away from where we had thousands of people die. And he's going to go spew that hate. And you're going to go and detain an Israeli ambassador for calling out a truth that Mahsa Amini, a year ago, was murdered just because she didn't wear her headdress properly. It defies logic. What the Israeli ambassador was doing was freedom of speech.
Right.
If you're going to let a murderer get up there and have voice to a microphone, you have every right to have an Israeli ambassador hold up a poster saying, "Do not forget Mahsa
That wasn't
and what you did to
NYPD,
her."
though. Who arrested him?
The UN.
Yeah.
This is why the UN is a farce. You're going to go and protect that thug, and you're going to go and sit there. This is hypocrisy at its best. They've always done this to Israel. The only thing that sickens me more is that the American ambassador wasn't standing there holding a poster right next to him.
Why do you think so many of the world leaders, the big ones, China and Russia, well, we know Putin's got that international arrest warrant out for him, or France, why didn't they show up? Is it because they didn't want to be lectured by Joe Biden about climate-proofing the country, the whole world?
They don't respect Biden. You show up when you want to please that president. It's a moment of respect. It's a moment that shows this is an important place and you want to see that. They don't respect Biden. They know that Kamala Harris is nothing to be afraid of. They know that Biden is not with it. And so why would they go and spend time to come here? Because they're not going to get anything from Biden, and they don't want anything from Biden because they don't trust him.
Sure. Ambassador, I don't have to tell you, in the last two major polls, head-to-head with Joe Biden, one you beat him by 6, the other you beat him by 2. Trump as well. And in the last poll that I saw, the Harvard poll, so does Tim Scott. What's going on there? What about your message is resonating more in the general than it is against Donald Trump?
Well, I think, first of all, you know, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. But I think what you're seeing is we have to have someone that can win a general. A primary win doesn't matter if we end up with a President Kamala Harris. That cannot happen. And so the goal is, this is a story about addition. You want more people to join us. It doesn't mean you have to soften on being conservative. It means how you communicate, and instead of pushing people away, you're bringing people in. If we've lost the last 7 out of 8 popular votes for president, that is nothing for Republicans to be proud of. We should want to win the majority of Americans. I'm talking to everyone. We're going out bringing in everyone, whether it's women, whether it's the younger generation, whether it's independents, whether it's conservative Republicans, and we're bringing them together. We're not dividing them anymore, but we're doing it in a way that's going to bring a strong and proud America.
Your abortion answer, I think, I know that there's so many people watching that are pro-life. You're pro-life, but you gave a fabulous answer. Exactly. You gave a great answer, though, that can attract the independents, that can even attract the Democrats. And I had a Democratic mom at our school come up to me and say, she is my candidate now.
Look, I mean, the fellas just don't know how to talk about it. The reality is you have to humanize this situation. Quit demonizing people over it. I'm unapologetically pro-life, but I'm not going to judge someone for being pro-choice any more than I want them to judge me for being pro-life. So let's come together on what we can agree on. I'm waiting for them to ask Joe Biden whether he's for 37, 38, 39 weeks. They asked Kamala and she couldn't answer.
She had no answer.
And that's the thing, is turn the tables on them. But at the end of the day, let's come together on what we can agree on.
What is your week?
What I will tell you is it takes 60 Senate votes in the majority of the House. Where does that come together? Let's ban late-term abortions. Let's encourage adoptions. Let's not make doctors and nurses who don't believe in abortion have to perform them. Let's make contraception accessible. And don't let a state law put a woman in jail or give her the death penalty for getting an abortion. Wherever those 60 Senate votes come together, the goal is how do we save as many babies as possible and support as many moms as possible.
Governor, I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.